Hi, I'm Pamela Randolph-Richards, and I'm a patient of Dr. Adrian Lo's. I came in for a mommy makeover. I had breast augmentation and a tummy tuck, and I highly recommend it to any mother out there who's feeling a little bit down on herself and wants to get her body back after having children. So my weight loss journey began by me walking in the neighborhood with a longtime friend. And what started out as casual increased every day. And then I actually lost 30 pounds walking in the neighborhood with my friend. And then I needed that extra boost, so I hired a personal trainer. And that took me to an additional 40-pound weight loss. But even with all that weight loss, I still felt that I wanted my body to reflect the inside and also to match the outside. And even though I put in a lot of hard work and hours with training, I knew surgery was going to definitely have to be an option. And so I started my research to find the right doctor who I wanted to perform the surgery. And when I came across Dr. Adrian Lo, I knew immediately he was going to be the only one who was going to perform my surgery. So what I did was I scheduled a consultation immediately. And when I went in, I wanted to make sure the physician matched exactly what I had heard online. And not only did he match that, he far exceeded any of my expectations. I met Jamie, Lisa, Mildred, and Tammy, and they are not staff, they are a family. And I felt from the beginning the office was meticulous, which reflects the character of the doctor who would be performing the surgery, and that was big for me. And I knew immediately that they had a system in place, that nothing was going to be overlooked. When I came in for my consultation, I had many questions. All of them were answered the same day, and I scheduled my surgery the same day. I felt anything that I was nervous about, anything that I felt that would be holding me back, fear, concerns, the aftercare, the pain, all of those were addressed that day. And when I left, I knew right then and there that I was just going to have to show up for the surgery and that everything would be taken care of. And it was. They kept their promise. I went in for the morning of the surgery. I just showed up that day. The hospital, the staff, everybody was great. They treated me like family. They had concern, care. They addressed any last-minute questions that I had, and I really didn't have any questions. I met with Dr. Lo. We walked back to surgery together, and it was almost just like a casual walk to the OR. I never felt so relaxed going into surgery before. So if you're fearful of surgery, I assure you, you don't have to be. I'm here to tell you there's absolutely no regrets. You should do it. After surgery, I have to say, I went home the same day. Dr. Lo actually called me a few hours after surgery, and it just felt like a friend who was checking up on me, and it felt great. I had no worries. I actually didn't even have to take any of the pain medication that was prescribed to me. I was fine. I ate dinner. I slept through the night. It actually was one of my best sleeps I've ever had. And then I woke up the next day, and I was ready to start my recovery, which surprisingly I had no little downtime at all. I was actually back training exactly how he promised within a few weeks. I was walking the next day. 2 days later, I was walking in the neighborhood. I was picking my kid up off the bus. Everything was back to my normal routine. So Dr. Lo, after my surgery, when I had one of my post-op consultations, had encouraged me to continue with my fitness journey. I was so happy to actually have a doctor that understood my philosophy, and we shared the same common goal. And my goal was to have little downtime and get back to my fitness routine as soon as possible. And he kept that promise. The timeline was to the day. And as soon as I started back, I felt like I hadn't missed a day. It was great. And I encourage anybody who is starting this weight loss journey and to have the surgery, that fitness is a huge part. Wellness, fitness, it all goes hand in hand. It's huge, and your results will be better than you ever expected when you incorporate both together. So my life has changed drastically since my surgery. I have more self-confidence now than I've ever had in my whole life. I, at the time, started my journey at 45 years old. I am now 46 years old. I feel better now than I did when I was 26 years old. I started my first set of races last year. I completed a 5K. I did a Spartan race at Citizens Bank Park. I'm signed up for 2 more races this year. I feel amazing. I feel like I can do anything I put my mind to, and this is all due to the surgery. I cannot express enough how I regained my self-esteem, and now I actually like the reflection in the mirror. It actually now reflects who I always thought I could be, and now who I am. And I just say to anybody out there, do not be fearful, be fearless, be the best you can be.